Hello, my name is Earl Rybont, and this is my final online presentation for 256. A little overview about this presentation is that it'll be on different careers in the fashion industry, different levels of those careers in the industry, differences between merchandisers and designers, as well as some specific careers within the industry. So for career levels, this might be an interesting thing to think about, but there are actually 4 specialized levels of the industry process. So each career may fall under a different level within these career levels, and I will actually discuss those right now. So the first level in these career levels is primary. So this is the raw materials, the textile mills, the yarn spinners, and the fiber producers. These are all very pivotal parts, as these are the beginning part of a garment manufacturing process. So these companies will create completely raw textiles, and then they will sell them to a manufacturer. So for the secondary level, these are those designers, the people that are creating and visualizing what the stylized clothing lines will be. These are also product developers, so the people that are hands-on in how a process will become a profitable manufactured product. And these are also those manufacturers as well. Now for the third step, this is retail. So these are those stores and companies that the products will actually be sold in. This also has to do with brand identity. A company is not going to purchase and buy products or have them developed if it doesn't fit within their brand identity. And this also has to do with the sales and profits. Now, the last step is the auxiliary level. Now, this level is interesting because it actually can affect all 3 other steps. So, someone who works in this level may be doing a promoting or advertising for a certain brand or company. And so this will affect people that are textile mills or a retail store, etc. So what kind of careers are there? In broad terms, jobs pertain to every level of their careers, i.e. there's the product developers, there's the advertisers, there's the coordinators, etc. All of these people have a pivotal part in the process of clothing and how it be sold in the industry, etc. Now, for merchandisers, you may be wondering what kind of jobs you will be searching. There are actually a plethora of jobs for those seeking merchandising experience. One of the biggest ones is retail buying. Now, this career path has to do with either being a team or a company, a brand, etc., that communicates with your suppliers to negotiate business deals. So this may have to do with what garments a retail store wants to sell, or if they'll be purchasing fabrics, etc. Now, an assistant buyer is someone who works on a team, usually with other assistant buyers and someone who oversees them, to determine what products might be valuable to purchase for a brand to sell. At the end of the day, the goal with all businesses is to make a profit. Now, I also put some job listings down. One of the job listings is to be a global buyer for fashion accessories at Claire's. This has a quite lengthy description of what qualifications and experience that they're seeking, such as strong retail math skills, 5 years direct retail buying experience, etc. The other job listing is to be an assistant buyer for LTD Commodities. Now this is interesting because this is more of just a retail and consumer goods brand rather than the previous one being Claire's, focused on fashion accessories. Now the next listing is for being a buyer at Uptown Cheapskate. It is currently searching for merchandise buyers and people to join, and I quote, their elite team. I thought this post was interesting because not only does it say responsibilities that you will have to do within this job, but also the salary. So as an entry-level worker, you will be getting about $9 to $10 hourly. Now, salary. As the previous posting said, entry level can be around $10 a year, but due to a website named PayScale, they reported that the median can be about $39,000 to $99,000 a year. Now, what about coordinators? This is another job for someone who is seeking experience in the merchandising aspect. These people help make sure the products are organized, labeled, and easy for consumer research. Someone who's participating in this might actually be hand in hand with web developers for certain websites and making sure that products are properly labeled with serial numbers and that it's easy for a consumer to find. Now, what about designers? There are many jobs in the industry for designers. Designers are pivotal when it comes to not only the secondary process of career levels, but also the retail aspect, the styling aspect. All parts of the product development have many different types of designers. Now, one of them is fashion illustrators. Fashion illustrators, they create more physical, stylized renditions of garments for a clothing line or a retail outlet. Some people, such as Bill Donovan, works as a specialized illustrator for Dior. So some people work for specialized companies and helping bring these designs to life. Now, what about CAD designers? CAD stands for Computer Aided Design, and these individuals work on a virtual fit and styling of a garment, they work on pattern making, and they also work on tech flat production. This is pivotal because someone who's working on pattern making is essential in the product development process, while tech flat production is similar in contributing to the production process. In conclusion, there are many career paths for someone to go down in the fashion industry. Whether you are a merchandiser or a designer, you can find a certain avenue to go down. I also talked in specific detail about retail buying and how that affects the industry, retail experience, and profits.